If your main aim is to send bulk emails into the inbox, this is the right video for you, because in this video I am going to introduce you to the best 2026 bulk email sender. Let's get into it. Welcome to SaaS Media Studio. On this channel, we create lessons related to business marketing, most precisely email marketing, extraction of emails, sending of emails, and also verification of emails. The aim is for you to get prospects. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. Don't forget to like the video and leave your comment at the comment section. We are going to use a tool called Inboxjet. Now I'm going to show you how you can use this tool, and at the end I'll show you how you can get this tool for free. Right now we have these sections. We have connections, we have audience, editor, campaigns, licenses, and about. Right, so first of all, at the connection section is where you are going to enter your SMTP details, or better still, you can use Resend API. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to focus on SMTP, right? Because in this video I'm going to use the free SMTP from Gmail. Right, so yes, if you want, I'm going to link the link at the description. Make sure you check that video out, how to create Gmail SMTP. Right, and those who want to learn how to create an SMTP server that can send 20k of emails, I have a course on Udemy. I'll leave the link at the description and also at the first comment. Click on it to go and enjoy the course. Right, so we are going to enter the details over here. Yes, so I have my details over here. Okay, so the smtp.gmail is the host. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it inside here, host address. Right, paste it here. Then the username should be your email address. Okay, so that will be your Gmail address, which is this one. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it to the username section. You have to leave the port default. Then you come to the password. Now with the password, you are going to paste your app password over there. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it over here. Right click and click on paste over here. Now make sure you enable SSL or TLS encryption. Now at the sender name, that is the name you are going to use. Okay, if you want to use your real name, use your real name. If you want to use your business name, use your business name. So for instance, I'm going to use my business name. Right, then the from email, I'm just going to copy this, right, and I'm going to paste it over here. Right, so that will be the from email. We can also add a reply to email. So if we are getting our SMTP details from a different person or a different platform, we can just add our own Gmail, our own email. So when someone replies to that email that we sent, it will be sent to the email we use here. Right, and we also have the daily sending limit. Now the daily sending limit for Gmail SMTP is 500, so you're going to keep it that way. If you are using SMTP server you've created, like the one I have taught in my Udemy course that I'm recommending for you, which is can send 20k of emails, you can change this size to 20,000. Okay, 20,000, or you can just divide it whatever you want. So if your daily target is 20,000, you send it to 10,000. If your daily target is 10,000, now the reason is that you can send the emails, right? Then you can go out, because you have set a daily limit of 1,000 or 10,000. When it's reached that limit, it is going to stop sending. After everything goes well with you, you just have to click on save connection and click OK. When you scroll up, you can see your SMTP details over here. So your sender name, your username, the sender limit. Right, this is the number of emails you've sent today, which we haven't sent any. Right, now we are done with the SMTP connections. Now let's go to the next one, which is the audience section. That is where we are going to import our data. And one thing about this sender is that it can group your data. So you can import bulk data, okay, and group them. Let's say you have multiple services, okay, and you have like 50,000 emails, but you want to create 5 groups, okay, of 10,000 emails. Okay, so you can just import 10,000 emails and you name it like website services. You can just import it. After that, you then create another group and import the next 10,000. I'm going to click on upload over here. Then I'm going to locate my data. So this is my data. Let me confirm. Let me open it. So this is the data I'm going to send. Now listen, I added my own email so that we will know where the emails is going to land. When I scroll down, you can see the next one is my email as well. So the first one is my email and the last one is my email. So that's good. I'm going to just click on open. Yes, open. And you can see import task finished, successful, added 20 emails. All right, you can add more. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. So you can see this is it, and you can see we have the group over here. With this section, you can delete data from it. So let's say if you don't want to send to this, you can just select that one and click on delete selected, or you can clean all your data or delete all your data, right? And you can also, after sending to this, and if you want to send a different email to this list again, you can see when you send, this will change to sent, right? So when you send again, it's not going to work. So if you want to change it back to pending, you just have to select the group over here, which is the website services, and you click on reset sent to pending, right? So that you can send it to that again. And you can also delete group as well. You can also add emails manually, right? So you can just enter an email here, you select a group, or you can create a different group, right, and click on add contact. So that is the in data management, right? Good. The next section is the editor. That is where we are going to write our content. So first, we are going to add our subject over here. We can load our settings if we have already written something, or we can save it, right? So I am going to write my subject over here. So I wrote something here. So this is what I'm going to use. The subject is this. I'm going back here and I'm going to paste it over here, right? And I'm going back to the body and I'm going to copy this. So starting from hi to the last one, which is name over here, I'm going back here and I'm going to paste it here. So I'm going to clean the spaces, and that is it. I can let's say if your website, I can just bold this so that then I'll give a space below this. I'm going to clean this name because I'm not going to send personalized emails. Like that doesn't mean you cannot send personalized email. You can see we have a variable here, name, company. So you can actually say hi Daniel, or you can just type hi name. So yes, maybe I'll create a special video on how you can send personalized emails, right? So I'm going to click here and I'm going to select this and I'm going to click on bold over here. I'm going to give a space and I'm going to give a name. That will be Shadrach, right? And I think everything is cool from here. I think this is really cool. I can just click on open live preview to see how it's going to look like. So that is it. Then after we are okay, we can add unsubscribe link. Then you can send a test message, right, to an email to see if it is working. You can also click the source code to add your letter. So if you have a letter, you can just paste the letter here and click on preview over here to see what you've written, right? Yes, I'm going to click back to visual. Now we can also add attachment. Okay, you can just click on attach file, and yes, so that's a pro feature. So as a free user, you cannot add attachment. After that, everything is saved here. We can click on save to save everything here, so that when we install Inboxjet on a different computer and we have the file, we can just import it there directly. You understand? The next one is the campaigns. So that is where you are going to send your emails, right? So now I'm just going to click here to select the group that you are going to send the emails to, and I'm going to leave everything default over here, and I'm going to just click on start campaign. Now this smart failover, you have to enable it if you have multiple SMTPs connected like this. You can add a lot of SMTP here, so when this SMTP finish sending, it will move to the next one. I'll make a special video using the SMTP rotation built inside this, right? So let's say you can create multiple Gmail SMTP and you add it over here. So when it's finished, when you send like 500 here, it will move on to the next one, send 500. You get it? So now let's go back to the campaigns. Everything is okay. Just click on start campaign. So that is it. So you can see sent to my first email. So I'm going to pause this video. If it finished sending, I'll come back and we continue. All right, so as you can see, process finished, right? So we have been able to send our 20 emails, right? So I am going to quickly check them and see where it landed. So first of all, we are going to check this first one, smartvidpro@gmail.com, right? Yes, like this, and I'm going to click on Gmail over here. So this particular one ended in the promotion tab. So the reason why it landed in the promotion tab is because the content of the email looks so generic, right? But it didn't land in the spam box. That is the positive thing. So what we can do is that we can send to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT why this particular email went into the promotion tab, right? So to ChatGPT, why this email went to the promotion tab, and I have just sent my my email, right? So I'm going to just send it over here. So yes, so let's scroll down. Okay, so you can see your email likely went to the promotion tab in Gmail because it matches common marketing patterns Gmail's algorithms look for, right? So you can see it says it looks like a sales pitch, right? Formatting triggers like bullet points, right? Clear CTA, would you like me to take a look? We have you are losing customer every day, so it looks generic and it looks like a promotion, you understand? So that's why they took it to the promotion tab, right? So if you want to, you can keep on improving the email content, and it will send you to the inbox. I am going to send another email. Okay, this will be a test email. All right, I'm just going to tweak the content of the email and send, so that we see where it is going to land, whether it is going back to the promotion tab or the inbox, right? So I made ChatGPT generate another content for me. So craft a simple email copy to aim inbox. So with the same service, this will be the the subject, and this will be the body, right? So I'm going to quickly copy this, the subject. Going back here, let's go back to the editor and let me paste the subject over here. Let me quickly go back here and copy the body, right? Back here, and I'm going to paste it over here. Right, I'm going to close spaces, and I'm going to remove this name over here. Yes, and I'm going to give a comma. So this will be the message I'll be sending, right? So I'm going to enter my recipient email over here for the test. So smartvidpro@gmail.com. So that will be the test email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on send test. So as you can see, sent using the same sender name, right? So I'm going to check the email. So I'm going back here and I'm going to click on Gmail over here. So as you can see, this landed in the primary inbox. All right, that's the quick test. So this is it. I'm just going to click on that, and you can see, hi, I came across your business and spent few minutes. So you can go back to ChatGPT and read why this will not land into the promote tab. So it says why this works for primary: no bullet point, no heavy sales words, no emojis, no free audit phrasing, no unsubscribe line. Sounds like one person writing. So the unsubscribe line was part of it. I'm going to add another unsubscribe, and let's see if it's going to the promotion tab. Let's try this, and I'm going to send another test. All right, so sent. I'm going to click OK. Back here, and let's go to this section. All right, you can see it also landed in the primary inbox. So the unsubscribe wasn't the only problem. It was just a subtle problem. So the rest, it was the problem. So if you are able to fix this in your email, you can add unsubscribe without any issue. So that is it. Now, how can you get this tool and how can you install it? So I'll leave the link of this tool at the description, and also the first comment. Click on it and you'll be redirected to their page. So this is it, right? So Inboxjet, right? So scroll down, you can see we have the starter plan, that is the free one. We also have the solo pro. So if you want to send like 50,000 of emails, you go for the solo pro. You can also go to the agency for this. So you can scroll down till you see the full feature breakdown. So the difference basically is the number of PCs you can install on it, right? So if you want the solo, you just have to click on the solo. Then you can come to this section. You can see we have the global, okay, and we have the card, or and Momo if you are in Africa or Ghana, and we have the crypto payments, right? So that is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on pay with Whoop. Now I chose Whoop because it has a lot of options. So you can pay with your card, you can pay with Coinbase, you can pay with Cash App, you can pay with other crypto, and also bank transfer, right? You can make your payment. Now after making your payment, now an email will be sent to you that contains your license key and also the link to download the app, right? The application. You just have to click on the download, all right, and just click on start download, or it will automatically start downloading. Now after downloading, we have to then install it on our computer. So let me quickly show you. So this is it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on it, and I'm going to click on extract here, or you can just open it directly. That's your own cup of tea, right? So I'm just going to open it inside this, right? And this is the setup, and we have the licenses, readme, and also the user guide, right? So I'm just going to click on the Inboxjet setup, and this is it, right? I'm going to click next. Yes, and I'm going to just click on create a desktop shortcut, and I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to click on install and wait for it to finish with the installation. All right, so as you can see, it has finished. So I'm going to just make sure I check this so that it will launch for me to activate the software with my agency license. I have agency license. All right, so you just have to click on upgrade to pro. You can enter the license or you can buy it. When you click on buy, it will take you to the website to buy the license. I'm going to click on enter license, and I'm going to select everything, paste it over here, and I'm going to click on activate pro license. So now as you can see, unlocked. So okay, and you can see that pro agency active now. So I'm then going to make it big, and you can see the upgrade button is no more here, and now we can now send unlimited emails. So this is how you can basically get the software and how you can install it. Those who want to learn how to create SMTP server that can send 20k of emails, I have a course on Udemy. I'll leave the link at the description and also at the first comment. Make sure you go and enjoy yourself, and don't forget to subscribe if you want these kind of content, and also leave a comment at the comment section. Any question, suggestion, just leave it at the comment section, and don't forget to like this video, and let's meet in the next video.